Hi everyone, welcome back to the Integrity Botanicals YouTube channel. As promised in my last video where I reviewed and swatched the Rituel de Fille Inner Glow Cream Pigments, I am going to dive a little bit deeper today and I am actually going to show you how I use them on my cheeks, eyes, and lips today, and I am wearing all of the cream pigments. I know that they can be a little bit of an intimidating product, so I wanted to sit down. It's going to be a talk through style video. It's probably going to be a little bit longer as it usually is, but I want to show you how wearable these products really are, because someone left a comment, and I think it is exactly right, that Rituel de Fille, a lot of their branding and their website and everything like that sort of paints this image of their products that is like very high fashion, and sometimes that can be a little bit intimidating for a lot of us. You're like, well, I'm trying to wear this like every day. Is that even possible? And it absolutely is. Like I said, it's everything I'm wearing on my face today. So I'm going to sort of break it down, take my time, show you exactly what shades I like to use, and show you the versatility of the product as well, because they do claim to be used on the cheeks, eyes, and lips, and they are fabulous in all of those categories. Yes, I'm even wearing it through my crease here today, and they wear beautifully if you use a very minimal amount of products. But I'm going to quit talking. I am going to show you exactly how I like to use these products. So if you'd like to see a more in-depth look at some of these shades and how they look on the skin and how I achieve the look that I'm wearing right here, then please keep watching. Alright, so let's just jump right into it. The techniques of any of this is not going to be revolutionary. I'm going to be using my fingers and the Hint Beauty Flawless Complexion Sponge because they're very pigmented colors that we'll be working with today. It's more just to show you how approachable they are, and that though they look kind of scary in the pan, they really do translate to a very beautiful wearable look on the skin. So right now I do already have my foundation, corrector, and concealer on, and I did just put powder right underneath the eyes and the eyelids to set it. For everything else is sort of cream. I do prefer to put creams on top of creams, and then if you want to set it with powder after, you definitely can, or you can also layer these items as well to get a little bit of depth and dimension. I do also have a little Rituel de Fille highlight here. It looks really pretty. I mixed Anthelion and Ghostlight. I'll be reviewing the luminizers soon, and then I do also have some eyebrows on. So everything else we are going to do right now. So since I have highlighter on, the next step I'm going to do is contour, and the best thing for that is going to be the Arrow shade. And if you watch my last video, you will see that the Arrows shade is just this really beautiful, more cool toned brown, and it's really quite pigmented. So that's it there on my finger. I'm actually just going to dot it just right into the cheekbone like this. I will also take a couple of dots there, and then I'll also put a few on my jawline. I don't do anything too crazy with the jaw. And then I'll do this on both sides. And then you can definitely just go in with your finger. Super easy to do that, but I'm just going to take this side of the sponge and I'm just going to blend this product in. Now I really like this color because, like I said, it really is quite a cool tone, so this does behave more like a shadow, which is beautiful. And just look how quickly it blends it out. Looks so natural, but when you first look at it, you're like, oh my god, it's kind of a scary color. But I do think quite a few people could wear the shade as well because it is so pigmented and buildable. I wear the shade 22 in the RMS foundation, and this is a really nice contour shade for me. So I'm just going to take my time blending all of that in, and I'll show you exactly how it looks. Alright, so I'm just getting up close here for you so you can see I have the highlight on, I have the contouring shade, and it really just added a little bit of dimension to my face because I was looking quite flat just because I had the highlight and the very, very pale foundation. Now for blush, the two that I would say are best for blush are probably Delirium and Rapture. They're just more traditional blush shades. So that's what I'm going to share with you here today. Everything else is a more muted brown tone that I will be featuring on the eyes and lips. So I want to use one of these, but I think I'm going to go a little bit more in a warm direction today. So this is Delirium, and again, I'm going to apply it the exact same way. It's extremely pigmented, so I'd rather just put a little, and then we can work our way up. And this is a nice shade because it's so warm to kind of give that sunburnt look that I like, which is why I took it on the bridge of the nose as well. So I'm gonna use the same sponge to blend it in. All right, so you can see the first layer, very, very light. I definitely need more product. I just wanted to show you that these are buildable, so I'm gonna go in with a little bit more. And again, you can always blend this out with your fingers, just like this, if you chose to do that as well. I just like to really melt all the edges together. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing. All right, so that is the blush built up. You can see it gave me such a natural glow, and again, a lot of life to the cheek. So though it looks like the scariest, brightest color, when you put it on and use it very sparingly, it's incredibly, incredibly wearable. And that applies for the Rapture shade as well, which is really quite a bright, cool toned pink, which that looks great on a lot of skin tones. This one would look great on my skin tone all the way up to a deep complexion because it's really quite rich. So I'm gonna take you guys in a little bit closer and we're going to move on to eyes. Okay, so for eyes, they actually encourage the mixing of the products. So I'm gonna be using one of the Ash and Ember eye sets as well to mix with this look, but I am actually going to start off the eyes. I'm gonna use, again, Eros. I'm gonna do this first just to sort of map out a little bit of a crease. And if you use synthetic brushes, which is all we carry on the website, this is a Delium Tool 785, you can use them in both cream and powder products. So I'm just going to kind of coat my bristles here, quite pigmented, so I'm gonna take a little excess off the back of my hand, and I'm just going to show you how I would work this nice deeper shade in the crease to create a natural shadow. And use a really thin amount because I know some of you worry that these are cream products as far as the wear time. If you use a really light hand, they do have more of a powdery texture that is significantly more long lasting. There is it ran through my crease. You can see it's such a beautiful natural eyeshadow shade, and that's really why I like these. I like any products that are versatile, can make your life easier, especially if you're not the best with makeup. But this is a really wearable shade. I'm just going to clean up that edge. I'm going to do it to the other side, and then we are going to use another shade to add a little bit of depth before we start mixing in the Ash and Ember eye set as well. All right, so you could stop here and just add some mascara. I truly think that that would be a beautiful, beautiful look, but I just want to add a little bit more warmth, and I also want to add a little bit more depth. So I am going to go in with one of these. I think I'm actually going to choose Lust today. I'm going to go in the shade Lust. This is more brown, plummy purple, and this time I'm going to take it with the Delium Tool 781, which is a little bit more pointed because I want to concentrate this on the outer portion of my eye. So since it has that plum tone, there's a little bit of a rosiness that's going to come through as well. And I am just going to sort of pack it on like that because I am going to put a really nice gold. So I'm just going to sort of feather it in a little bit. And then I'm going to take my other 785 that I was just using to soften that edge. All right, so this is the eyes done. That is with it built up just a little bit more. Now I am gonna go in with the Ash and Ember eye set. This is in the shade Divinous. I'm about to use that really nice gold that I was wearing a few videos ago. And then I am going to add some more of that Lush shade just at the root of my lashes for some dimension. Leave the bottom blank, add some mascara, and I will show you guys exactly how the eyes turned out. I did quickly want to note too, I don't know if you'll be able to tell, look how thin it is on my eye. You could see it's not creasing yet, which if it was a very emollient cream, it would already start to do so because that is sitting in the more hooded part of my eye. So I haven't tested it as an eyeshadow base yet, but I think it could be an amazing, amazing eyeshadow base as well. So I'm just going to quickly apply this gold shade and then I'll show you me building up the lash line as well. So quickly applied the gold shade, just took a touch of it through my crease as well, just to sort of soften that edge. And then finally, we are going to build up the outer lashes with a little bit more of Lust and the same 781 brush. I'm just not gonna go and buff it out as much, so I'm just gonna build it up a touch. Eyes done. All right, so then my eyes are done, the cheeks are done. We just got to finish off with the lips, which I think is the most approachable way to put them on. So like I've been describing throughout this video, and like I described when I actually reviewed these products a couple videos back. Well, actually it was my last video. It feels like forever ago. Anyway, they do have a more thin velvety texture, so they still are very comfortable to wear on the lips, but I do want to get a little bit of a sheerness out of them. So I am actually going to put on my 12 Beauty Hyalur lip oil. This is the stuff. So I'm just gonna put on nice healthy coating of that. Now for lips, I want it to kind of tie into the eyes. I do want to have that more brown thing, so I'm gonna layer 2 shades. I kind of want to switch it up, yeah. So I'm gonna layer Desire and Lovesick. They look really similar in the pan, but this one's a little lighter. So I'm gonna take this one first, and this is just very simple. I'm just gonna tap it right into my lips. And obviously the lip oil makes them really easy to blend out. You can always go in with a liner too. The new Kjaer Weis lip liners in the darker shades would pair really nicely with these as well. And then I'm gonna take a touch of Lovesick, just a little bit pinkier. There we go. That is the completed look, everyone. So you can see really how versatile these products are. I really sort of wanted to break it down, show you in a very cool, calm, easy breezy way, because I know when you first look at these, kind of like, what? Even when I first got them, I was like, these colors are crazy. And then when I started actually putting them on my face, I was like, these colors are beautiful, and they perform well on all 3 acclaimed areas to be used. So I think that's a true testament to the product. Another hit from Rituel de Fille. I absolutely love them. But if you enjoyed this video, please do give it a big thumbs up and subscribe. I upload here twice weekly, and I do not want you guys to miss it. In the meantime, I list all of our social media down below. You can keep up with us there. All kinds of fun stuff going on the socials. We're everywhere. I'm gonna have that for you down below and on the end card of this video. But let me know what you would like to see next. I really hope that you enjoyed this and found it helpful. If you want swatches of all the shades, that was my last video. I'm gonna link that down below as well. But thank you all so much, and I will catch you in my next one. Bye.